Kwon speaks, but who's listening? One of many different articles today, including the Federal Reserve releases their crypto bank guidelines. We want to go over that. Some NFTs. I want to bring on my director, producer, Emmy. We're going to talk about some of the NFTs she really likes in that collection of FWB. That and more on OG crypto and NFTs. Thanks everyone for joining us today. We are the crypto channel that gives you 5 minutes of the latest crypto news in NFTs and digital assets. Before we jump into it, hit that subscribe button. And if you like the content, hit that like button, smash it. It really helps the algorithm here on YouTube. Check us out also on our other social media platforms like TikTok and on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to see the latest, I tweet here several times a day. I can get out of control. You know me. Let's jump right into it. So on Coinage's Twitter site here, on their Twitter, they have put up several different little clips here of Do Kwon and the interview. Now, I know that if you want to see the majority or at least volume 1 of the interview, you can mint one of their NFTs, go to their website, and you can see it. The NFT is absolutely free, pretty cool. I'm seeing more social media outlets do that, so that's good. Now, a few things that Do Kwon said that kind of surprised us. You know, he's been saying he's all in and his life was Luna, but he thinks that somebody within the Luna Foundation really ratted it out, figured out the weaknesses, and they exploited that out to other entities. Now, this is very interesting when we get into it. It couldn't be an excuse. You know, there's been a lot of rumors floating around that he was pulling a ton of money out at the very end there, or for the last 3 or 4 months prior to it going down, and that he had a lot of money on the side. That has not been, you know, it hasn't been discussed yet, but I'm really interested in seeing. Now, this is a very interesting on their one of their latest tweets. It says, lives have been ruined, fortunes lost, and there have been reports of suicide. Meanwhile, Kwon and his company are now the subjects of multiple class action lawsuits, and some in the press are dubbed him crypto's Elizabeth Holmes. Well, few things that I feel that are interesting. He's still not in jail, nor has he been indicted. We don't really know where this particular interview happened, but there's other people that are in that foundation that are in jail at the moment. So I don't know if it's a money issue or he's able to have a better lawyer, or, you know, he's paid his way out of a Korean jail. But when it's all said and done, I really feel this guy needs to go there. I think he played with a lot of people. He was very, very arrogant, you know, and thought he was the best thing in crypto. And it turned out that he just was a guy that didn't quite know what he's doing and underestimated the power of cryptocurrencies and the people behind it. Next article here is the Federal Reserve releases new guidelines for crypto banks. I think there's 3 different tiers that you can be involved with. This is a good step, and it's going forward. It says the announcement could make it possible for American crypto banks to perform both crypto and traditional banking functions. What is this telling you, people? What is this telling you? What do you do right now? So I know that for me, I have actual paper money and I have money in the bank. What is money in the bank? Anyone? Bueller? It's digital money. That's all it is. It's not paper money. In fact, if you go to the bank today and you said, hey, I got, I don't know, $50,000 and I want to withdraw it, the bank doesn't even have $50,000 in cash. They make you set an appointment for most banks. Think about it. We already have digital money. This is, to me, one of the first steps of changing the banking and financial systems worldwide. If you look at it, you know, if you look back in England right now, the 20-pound note and the 50-pound note, they're not going to circulate them anymore. In fact, the banks won't even take them in the next month. Paper money is being eliminated. Do you know how easy it is to convert everything into a digital currency, which I already feel it's a digital currency. It just isn't labeled that at the moment. And then how to interact this with crypto. It's the first step right here, guys. It's the first step. Yeah, conspiracy theory. I'm going to hear you yell and scream at. Put that down. Put that down. below in the comments. Tell me I'm a conspiracy theorist, you know, whatever. I'm just telling you it's the first step, and it's going to be one of many that we're going to transform a new financial system globally and eliminate paper money. That's the first step. Then we're going to digitize, and we're going to go into coining debt. We're going to see this, right? It's going to happen. It's just a slower transition. And I think the coming months this year and the first quarter of next year, fourth quarter this year, first quarter next year, we're going to see this really be turned up by our federal government. Next article, blockchain technology will be used by the next private clubs. I absolutely feel that way. You know, to get into a private club, you have to mint an NFT that costs X, and that X is going to fund these private clubs and make them extremely exclusive. So the less NFTs there are, the better it is. Right now, and in a minute, we're going to get into the Bored Ape Yacht Club and some of the issues that they're having, but that's kind of an exclusive club, isn't it? Only 10,000 people in that club. That's if all 10,000 of those are even accessible. Some people probably lost their keys or whatever, but it's a very exclusive club. And that club so far has been given out another free NFT called Mutant Ape Yacht Club. It's been given out ApeCoin, you know, and it's given out $40,000, $50,000 worth of ApeCoin. And it's also been given out land in the other side. You're an exclusive club. Nobody besides in that Bored Ape Yacht Club and that Mutant Ape Yacht Club has been able to be receiving any of these benefits. We're seeing it. Now we'll see it. They're showing golf course here, but there's so many other uses. Golf courses, you know, you have, wow, I mean, where does it begin? You have, you know, municipality. There's just so much that's out there, you know, that actually can be used as a NFT to get you into an exclusive club. Next article, and I want to bring on my producer, Emmy. She loves this collection, FWB times OC. Emmy, how you doing?
Good, how are you, Troy?
I'm doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. So this has really caught your eye, this particular collection.
Yes, so when I was going through the articles looking to talk about, I happened to open dinner.
Things that make you go.
Exactly. Friends with benefits, wide group. Well, collaborative. So I think this is one. Called Fight and Buff and Flexing.
Go ahead and click on that. Click on the picture. Yes. There you go.
She's so great.
That's
I think
awesome.
she's just so fun. It looks like by someone.
Awesome. It's 1 ETH.
Yeah. It's
well, the
ETH.
bid's at 1 ETH.
Yeah. So it looks like everything is for auction. Nothing is buy now, which I think what they have in what creates.
Well, if I'm looking at the collection, there's only 10 of them, and they're all up for auction, right? So it looks like these are developers of Web3 space, and they want to throw up little creations that they put together. And I don't know if this is kind of like, you know, help me out kind of thing, you know, where they receive money, they're going to put up their own little pieces of art, if I want to call it.
Yeah, it definitely seems for
So would you buy one of these pieces, or would you bid on one of these pieces?
I really like her, the little buff Asian fight. If I had an ETH, I might.
I think ETH's at what, 1,900 right now? Well, you never know, and they might after a while, if they don't get a bid on it, might go down a little bit. Yeah. So we got the CryptoPunks here. and there's a TV show with the Meebits Food Truck are now possible IP rights get released. This is crazy. Again, the IP rights are so important. You know, you own that right, so you can actually use that for many different things, including you can loan it out, or you can receive residual income, you know, by having somebody utilize that face or a cartoon of that particular NFT. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Isn't it, Emmy?
Yeah, I think this is definitely an talking about just all like under. Oh, I'm working on what is.
Yeah.
So I think having more of this stuff.
Well, fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, the next one is not going to be as cheery of a article. It is the Bored Ape Yacht Club. It says Ryder Ripps says Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT lawsuit is meant to silence him. Now, I mean, the next two articles are on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. We know that they've been sued. There's been a lot of accusations on Twitter about, you know, being, you know, racist, and, you know, the creators drop little racist things in it. Anti-Semitic. So it's just going to be interesting to see this space. Bored Ape Yacht Club obviously is the let's call it the premier with CryptoPunks. It's the premier NFT collection, and you always know that those premier NFT collections get attacked. There's no question about it. Why don't you go, Emmy, over one of the people that are attacking, one of the groups that are attacking it?
So this was just about an activist anonymous says it's good. Twitter with the other.
Yeah.
Basically just said that because about it being Nazi, it's gonna be it can.
Fantastic. So we're gonna see. I mean, again, right now it's just accusations. It's not real. You know, there's no real proof that this is happening. So, and again, I've said this many times. The big boy in the block gets attacked first, right? And because he has all the money, and the money's sitting there, especially with the Bored Ape Yacht Club. You know, with the other side pieces of land that's there, the Ape Coin, they're all tied together with Yuga Labs, and then of course Yuga Labs has has the other different collections such as CryptoPunks and Meebits. So there's a lot of money floating around. I know that they received $400 million. They were funded $400 million, but right as Yuga Labs bought the CryptoPunks, as well as they own the Meebits at the time. So there's a lot of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, you know, and now I think they're worth several $1 billion with the tokens. So that, the guy who has the money is the one that's being sued. They're not going to sue the poor, right? The poor don't get sued. They just get beaten down, mentally beaten down, not physically beaten down. I mean,
you never know.
So, well, guys, thank you very much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Emmy, our producer. I think that, I'd love to bring her in a little bit more here.
Oh, you want me to talk more?
She likes it. Oh my gosh, she's taking this friends with benefits shit way too far. So you guys take care. We will see you tomorrow, and adios.